Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite makeup products for beginners because people always ask me what I use, so let's get straight into it. The first thing that I start off with, which is so important, is a moisturizer and sunscreen. I use the Sunday Riley sunscreen, the lighthearted one. It has 30 SPF in it, and I use the Ordinary moisturizer. I'm going to put a little bit of this in my hand, and then I put a little bit of the sunscreen on top of it. This is just to protect my face, but I've also noticed that it gives me a smoother base. So I'm actually going to be doing both sides of my face with some different products because for starters, my foundation, I like two different foundations. The first one I like is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Light Ivory and the Revolution Skin Tint in the shade Fair. And I'm going to be doing some products on different sides just to show like this will be lighter makeup and this will be like heavier makeup. So let's get into it. For the e.l.f., I just put it on the back of my hand, about a pump. Oh, that might be too much for half of my face. We'll see. But then I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to mix it. If you've seen Meredith Duxbury do this, you know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm taking it and I'm blending it into my face so that it can blend in better. I'm just going to go like this, and then I'm going to make sure it's everywhere. And then I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend it in. So on this side, I'm going to do the same thing with the skin tint. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand and then blend it into my face. Now that it's smeared into my face like this, I'm going to blend it in with my beauty blender. You can't actually really tell that much of a difference, but the skin tint doesn't really cover up all the redness. It makes my face look a little bit more natural, while the e.l.f. makes it look very flawless and very prepped to put on heavy makeup. So I actually have two favorite concealers too. The first one that I love is a drugstore concealer, and it's literally the best concealer I've ever tried, I think. And it's the Fit Me concealer in shade 05 by Maybelline. And for the heavier side of makeup, I'm using the Benefit Cakeless concealer. This is just the mini. I got it from Ipsy, but now I'm just going to apply it to my face and then blend it in. First, I'm using the Maybelline on the natural makeup side. So for the heavier side, I'm going to do the same thing. So far, this is the e.l.f. side and this is the Revolution side. I only like one translucent powder, and this is the Revolution translucent powder, and I'm just going to use this on both sides of my face. I don't really like to bake my face. I feel like sometimes it makes it look a little cakey, but I do dip my sponge in a little bit of the powder and press it into my face. I don't let it sit there, I just press it in, and I feel like sometimes it helps brighten up my face. And now I'm going to do that to both sides, anywhere where I kind of look oily. So I only like one bronzer, and it's the Shades by Shan bronzer in the shade Latte. And I love this bronzer. I've been using it for a while now and I still haven't went through it. This is the MOTD brush, a perfect 10. And I just tap this in. I kind of flare it a little bit to get a strong line, and then I just blend it out. And I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. So for highlighter, I use the IBY highlighter in the shade Maldives and my MOTD Flawless Finish blend brush. And then I'm just going to tap this in and apply it right here and then on my nose. And I'm going to do the same thing to both sides. Next, for my eyebrows, I have pretty good shaped eyebrows and I don't really like to do anything to them. So now I'm just going to use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. And I'm just going to lift up on both of my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna leave my eyebrows up and then go back and just kind of fix them as needed. So now we're on to eyeshadow, and for the natural side, I've been using this eyeshadow palette. I know it looks so dirty, but I've been using this for so long, and it just has brown shades in it, and I think like 2 glitter shades or something. But I love this brown shade because it looks so natural. And then I'm going to take my Moda brush, and I'm just going to tap it into the brown, and then I'm just going to start blending in my crease and then flare it out. I don't usually do that, but when I'm trying to look more natural, you want it to do that so it makes your eye look more lifted. Then I'll take a little bit more and do my signature connecting wing. This just makes my eye look, I don't know, to me it just makes the look more put together, and I'm going to continue blending. So now that the natural side is complete, I'm going to move on to the full glam side. So I'm actually going to be recreating the look that I did yesterday, the pink glittery one. So my favorite palettes right now are these Revolution palettes, and you can get them at TJ Maxx for like $5.99 to $10.99, I think, depending on which ones you get. And I have 2 of them, and then I have another Alexis Stone Revolution palette, which is the one that I started with. But I'm going to go into the Flamboyance palette, and I'm going to go into this pink right here, and I'm going to tap in with my LaRousse concealer brush. I'm not really sure if that's how you say it, but I just tap it into the pink, shake it off, and then form like an eyeliner line and blend out. Once that's formed, I'm going to tap in sideways on my brush. I'm going to flare out to the inner part of my eye to make it kind of look like a wing. I'm going to create kind of like a halo around my eye, but don't fill in this part yet. Once you have that, you're going to tap back in, and you're just going to fill in this back part right here. You're going to leave in this whole front part. And then you're just going to keep adding on more product until it looks like you want it to. In the same palette, I'm going to take this pink glitter color and I have no clue what brush this is, but I'm just going to take this brush. It's for your eyelid, and then I'm going to take, where did it go? Oh, and then I'm going to take this water spray and spray it so that it can be damp. And then I'm going to go into the pink glitter, get some onto my brush, and then start putting it right in here. You want to start right at your inner corner and then work your way about halfway into the eyelid. So now I'm taking the extra pink off of the concealer brush that I use for my eyeshadow, and I'm just putting it on my lower lash line so that it can kind of connect the look together. Next, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. eyeliner pen in black, and I'm going to be starting right here, and then I'm literally just going to flick it up. Once I flicked it up, I'm just going to connect that line to my lid right here and then fill it in. I don't really like eyeliner that much, but I do it so it lifts my eye up a little bit more. You'll see what I'm talking about when I have mascara on, but I just like to do it so my eye looks a little bit more lifted. Next, I'm going to take my e.l.f. eyelash curler, and I'm going to curl both sides of my eyelids. Both eyelids, I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty mascara in black, but I'm also going to top it off with the Benefit They're Real Magnet mascara. This mascara is literally perfect because it lifts my eyelashes up so much and makes them look so full. Then on top of that, I'm going to take the They're Real mascara and just use it to kind of fill in any gaps. I mean, just look at the difference between the one with mascara and the one with no mascara. Now I'm going to go to the natural side and do the same thing. take the Estate highlighter in Pearl, and I'm going to use my pinky, dab it on there, and put it on the inner corner of my natural eye and my full glam eye, because it just makes my eyes look a little bit more popped.
Lastly, for my lips, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Lastly, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow. Lastly, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow.
Lastly, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, and I'm going to be putting it on the full glam side. I'm just going to naturally line my lips. And then on top of the lip liner, I'm going to be using my favorite nude lipstick. It is the Karmela Cosmetics lipstick in Bitten. And then lastly, for the natural side, I'm just going to be taking some Cetaphil Healing Ointment because I like to use it as lip balm. Okay guys, this is the finished looks. This is the full glam side, and this is the natural side. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys found some products that you would love to try. If you want more videos like this, let me know down below. I love you guys. Bye.